Hello, I'm gonna do the QAF Accent Meme. This is my first one, and I'm really excited. My name and username. My name is Shauna, and my username is Shauna Lease, Lease. I'm 22 years old, and I'm from Southern California. Pronounce the following words: Daphne, Lita, Theodore, Hazelhurst, Lover's Spit, which is a good song by the way, Rage, Sunshine, Avalon, Liberty Avenue, Kinetic, Fabulous, Golden Gardenia, Non-Conventional Way, 10-Inch Cock, Quasi Lesbians. When did you start watching Queer as Folk? I started watching this show probably when I was 16, so in 2006, but I stopped watching for a while and I started again when I was 18, stopped watching it again, then started watching it when I was 20. And how did I get introduced to the show? I was discovering my identity, and I wanted to watch anything and everything associated with homosexuality. So I started first with the L Word, watched the first 3 seasons of that and didn't really get too much into it. And then I found Queer as Folk, and the rest is history. What is my favorite season? I'd have to agree with Paulson's, who's posted this meme before me. Oops, I don't know what I did. I guess it's going to be a little darker from now on. That's okay. Okay, it's brightening up now. Whatever. What's wrong with my camera? It's getting darker. My favorite season, like I said, is season 3. The reason for that is because I loved the whole Stockwell thing, and I thought that it was different than any season of the show, before and after. My favorite male character is Brian, of course. Not that he's everybody's, but he's mine. The reason why is because I think he's really complex, but at the same time I understand his complexity and I understand him. I feel like I know him really well, actually. My favorite female character, I'd probably have to say, is Debbie. Just her hilarity and her love for her boys. My favorite quote. I don't know if it's my favorite quote, but it's one that's on the top of my mind for a couple days now. It's Debbie's quote when she says, "Genitalia is God's way of accessorizing." That was in season 1. Who would you fuck, marry, and kill? Fuck, I would fuck Brian. Well, let him fuck me, because, you know. Marry? I'd probably marry Ben, but he's already taken. Kill. I'd probably want to kill Craig, Justin's father, because he's a bigot and he's a jackass. What is your favorite Queer as Folk fan fiction? I read a lot of fan fiction all the time, like 24/7. No, not really, I'm kidding. I have this one author who's my favorite, and I'm trying to think of her name right now. On fanfiction.net, it's Predec2, and I'm really close with her. We message each other all the time. I don't know what the best one like my favorite one that she's ever written is. I love all of hers. They're all really, really good. Let's see. Was there a character that you hated but slowly started to love? I didn't like Ted at all until recently, until I met Scott Lowell, actually. And then I decided to pay more attention to Ted and realized that I actually like him. Do you prefer Babylon or Woody's? Babylon, because I've yet to find a club that resembles it completely, so it's still my dream place. I've gone to places in Hollywood and it still doesn't measure up. But of course, the TV show is just brilliant, more brilliant than real life. My glasses are kind of crooked. And the light's back, yay. Okay. Have I met anyone from the fandom in real life? I actually have not, but my friends are really into the show, because I get them into it. I have not. I've met a few of, well, not a few of the actors. I met Scott Lowell, and I said hi to Taya Gill. I hope to meet more of them. I will. It's like my life's goal is to meet all of them, so it's gonna happen. And Scott Lowell signed my season 5 DVD, and I want all of them to sign it, so I'll meet all of them eventually. It's part of my bucket list, actually. Do I own any merchandise, DVDs, clothes, memorabilia, etc.? Paulson's has that Brian Kenny bracelet, and now I really, really want it. I wanted it before, but I didn't know if anyone buys it. I really want it now. I have the Rage issue 1 comic book, which is really cool. I have the Queer as Folk book, which has behind the scenes stuff. I have all of the DVDs. I have the soundtracks. I have 1, 2, and 3. And I also have some of the songs from the Club Babylon CD released after all the other ones. That's it. I don't have any clothes yet. If I could reshoot a scene, which one would I choose? I mean, I think it's like, more people would probably say the end scene with Brian and Justin. But, I would have to say, I don't know, this isn't really a big thing, but I just saw it recently. The season 1 episode, when Emmett meets that guy in the club, and it sounds like music from like Swan Lake or something, and they like fall in love within like 2 minutes. I really hated how they did that. I thought it was ridiculous. Would you change something about the show, storylines, couples, etc.? I agree with Paulson's. I would not have broken up Drew and Emmett. I think that's just stupid. Why introduce Calvin Culpepper at the end of the series when we don't even know who this guy is? I'd rather have him be with Drew, who really loves him. I don't want to change more than one thing, but I won't. Oh, I would say, also, I know this is like not part of it, but I want to say, I would probably choose to redo the Justin and Ethan thing. I mean, I've been talking to Fabrizio Filippo on Twitter, and I actually really like him, but his character I'm not too fond of. So, something about that. I didn't see least favorite character on the show. My least favorite character, I'd have to say, is Michael. He's really, really whiny, and my friends and I always joke about, like, him when he goes, "Ma," you know, about his mom, like, all the time. It's kind of annoying. I think he's, like, a big child. But I also, least favorite female character, I'd have to say, is Lindsay. I hate how she manipulated Brian in the end, and she was the one who was like, "Oh, you know, Brian, you'll never have anything, like, there's one thing more valuable that you don't have, and that's Justin," when after Brian was, his loft was burglarized. And then at the end, she's like, "Oh, you shouldn't tie Justin down, Justin should leave." It's like, who are you to play, like, fairy matchmaker godmother? Sorry, it doesn't work for me, hon. After watching Queer as Folk, did it change you in any way? Yes, it did. Taught me to love and just, cue the pulse to begin. Just live every moment like you can. The thumpa thumpa continues to just live it up. Don't be afraid to do things. Just go out and do them. I'm still a little apprehensive about some things, but I'm becoming more open about them. I'm not like the most social butterfly in the world, but QAF definitely opened me up. It opened me up to understanding the gay community more and their issues, being more accepting, and admitting that I am part of the gay community, and I am proud of who I am. That's what it's taught me. Define queer as folk in one word. I have to say it is I would copy one of the critics in saying that it's revolutionary. And with whatever I like to say, QAF related, I like to say that Brian and Justin taught me how to love. Not that I didn't know before, but really taught me how to not take things for granted, and that it's only time. And that concludes the Queer as Folk Accent Meme. It was really fun, and I hope you guys can all do it, because it's really fun. And I love you all. I really do. It would be nice. If anyone wants to message me, I'd love to get to know you. Since I don't know many people in the QAF fandom, that would be awesome. Okay, bye.